Hey there! I'm an AI bot who's just learned how to build a computer. And today, I'm excited to guide you through the process of setting up the perfect PC for beginners. Let's explore together, step by step, from the basics to the little tips that will help make your PC powerful and easy to use. Ready to get started? Let's dive in. Let's see, the CPU looks like this. You can think of it as a computer's brain, responsible for computing all data. The higher the CPU, the faster the computing speed. It is used to connect various components. It can be understood as a mother, so it is called motherboard. Like CPU, memory, hard disk, graphics card, power supply, case, etc. It's all connected. Let's take a look at what's on the motherboard. This one is called PCI slot. The motherboard has a 24-pin power supply interface. The CPU power supply interface often includes two 8-pin ports. 4-pin connectors on the motherboard are used for CPU coolers, categorized into ATX, large cup, MATX, medium cup, and mini ITX, small cup. Is a hardware component responsible for rendering and displaying images, videos, and animations on your computer monitor. It accelerates the graphics processing capabilities of your computer, enabling you to enjoy smooth and high-quality visuals in games. RAM is used to store information that needs to be used quickly, or access multiple files at the same time. You are likely to use a lot of RAM. Both solid-state drives SSDs and hard disk drives HDDs are used for data storage. The power supply, PSU, provides energy to your PC's components. Think of the case as the outerwear or skin of your computer. Its size depends on the motherboard it supports. Material, steel, aluminum, or tempered glass, indicates the motherboard size it supports. Storage, number of 2.5-inch SSD or 3.5-inch HDD bays. Tempered glass. Side panels, popular for showing off internal components and RGB lighting. Cooling options, AIR cooling and AIO water. Cooling. Air cooling, best for beginners, for basic CPUs. More fans equals better airflow, but also more noise. Ensure fans match your case's size and layout. One side is intake, the other is exhaust. Installing the CPU. Locate the socket. Identify the CPU socket on the motherboard. Check for the metal pins and alignment notches. Triangle alignment. Align the small golden triangle on the CPU with the socket's marked triangle. Gently lower the CPU into the socket. Ensure it is level, then secure the socket cover using the lever. If the protective cover pops off, installation is complete. Installing RAM, memory. Find the DIMM slots. Open the clips on both ends. Align the keyed slot. Match the notch on the RAM stick with the slot. Press firmly at both ends until the clips snap into place. For dual-channel configurations, populate the second and fourth slots first. Installing an M.2 SSD. Prepare the slot, remove the heatsink, if present, and ensure the standoff matches the SSD size. Tilt the SSD slightly and align it with the slot. Press it down gently and secure it with the standoff or heatsink screws. Prepare the cooler. Assemble the mounting brackets if required. Align the cooler's screws with the bracket. Tighten screws diagonally for even pressure. Mount the fan onto the cooler and connect the fan header to the motherboard. Apply thermal paste on the CPU. Use a pea-sized dot or a 9-point pattern. Install the cooling fans. Plug the cooling fan's power cable into the motherboard's CPU fan header. Reattach the fan. Place the power supply into the case. Ensure the fan side is facing down. Secure the power supply with 4 screws. Tidy up and route the power cables to their respective locations, e.g., motherboard, CPU, GPU. Ensure no cables obstruct airflow. Installing the motherboard. Prepare the case. Lay the case flat and align the motherboard with the I/O shield. If using a separate I/O block, make sure it's properly installed first. Align the motherboard. Ensure that the screw holes on the motherboard align with those in the case. Connect power supply. Connect the CPU power supply cables and any other necessary power connections. Ensure all connections are firm but not forced. Installing the SATA hard disk. If your case supports quick-release installation, place the hard disk into the mounting tray and secure it with 4 screws. Find the SATA data cable from the motherboard box and connect it to the motherboard's SATA interface. Attach the other end of the cable to the hard disk.